And a group of local nurses set to protest today the changes they're demanding and whether that will impact patient care at the hospital. Your news at 6 a.m. starts now. Great to be with you for Fox 5 Morning at 6 here on Fox 5 and streaming on Fox Local, one day closer to the weekend. And
got it.
Getting ready for more heat and humidity today, right?
Yes, and so much happening this weekend. I mean, we have events, we have Juneteenth. Weather's paramount, Tucker.
Yes, and weather should be fine for the weekend. We got to get through today with temps in the 90s, and we'll have a couple of showers and storms around later this afternoon. But the humidity's back and the rest of it. As we're getting up and getting out the door, we got some cloud cover out there. So it looks like the front wants to come through a little earlier today, and that would tamper the threat of big thunderstorms. But we have at least a chance for some strong thunderstorms this afternoon. 76 degrees. Clouds have been reported. Very warm and sticky out there for sure. And again, we'll be in the low 90s later this afternoon. Some rain showers knocking on the door. We'll see if some of those thunderstorms out to the west can hold together. But at least near term here, some showers around and some threat of a few storms later today. More in just a moment. Annie Mae, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks, Tuck. We'll take a look here 6 o'clock Thursday morning commute overview-wise. Closer look here at an issue we're looking at in Alexandria. This is US 1 Richmond Highway in the northbound direction, following along with a closure due to a crash investigation that's actually going on between Huntington Avenue and Fort Hunt Road. So follow police direction in that area. We'll get you up an update in about 5 minutes. Back to you. Well, I'm Sita Geber-Ab with a Fox 5 News alert right now. President Trump has signed the Iran peace deal. He did so at the Palace of Versailles in France at the end of his G7 summit trip. Iranian state media later posted an image of their president holding up the deal with his signature and Trump's. The agreement ends the war on all fronts. That includes Iran now having to destroy its enriched uranium and restore Strait of Hormuz traffic within 30 days. There's also a deal to negotiate a nuclear deal within 60 days. Trump later said, quote, if it doesn't get done in 60 days, we go back to bombing. The signing of this peace deal at Versailles is significant because Versailles is where the historic peace deal was signed to end World War I. Steve?
Tina, thanks very much. Sentencing day for two men who pled guilty to multiple charges for a shooting near Dunbar High School. Psyche Frost and Asari Graves were teenagers at the time of the shooting. Prosecutors say they opened fire at a vehicle back in May 2024. A student was hit by a stray bullet and suffered a minor injury.
Montgomery County Police say there could be more victims out there after the CEO of a Silver Spring CPR training business was arrested for allegedly raping a woman. Police say 58-year-old Melisse Semenye sexually assaulted the victim at Fanote Training Academy on May 5th. He turned himself in as being held without bond.
All right, the latest numbers coming up from Tuesday's D.C. primary is it's going to be a few days before we have official results. Several races still to be called, including the Democratic nomination for mayor. About 3/4 of the vote is in right now. They are still waiting on some mail-in ballots. Janice Lewis George, the first choice of 53% of voters. Remember that you have to get over 50% the way that the ranked choice voting is now. Kenya McDuffie second with 36% of the vote. Lewis George has not claimed victory. McDuffie has not conceded. Updated numbers expected later today. In the D.C. U.S. delegate race to succeed the seat of Eleanor Holmes North, Brooke Pinto did concede to Robert White after losing by a significant margin, while the Democratic race for at-large council member, D.C. Shadow Representative Oyelewa is leading the field with 34% of the vote. This contest appears to be headed for at least another round, with none of the candidates near that 50% threshold. All the election results are available on Fox Local and fox5dc.com.
When it comes to Virginia, today is the first day of early voting there. It will continue until August 1st. Virginia voters will decide on their nominees for a U.S. Senate seat, U.S. House seats, and some other local offices. Primary election day is August 4th. Meantime, today is the last day for early voting in Maryland. Voters there are deciding on their nominees for governor, U.S. House seats, and local races. Maryland's primary day is next Tuesday. A citywide youth curfew is now in effect in Laurel for kids under 18.
This comes after other cities in the area made similar decisions. Let's get to Mel in Laurel this morning with what's going on there.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, so this is the second summer that Laurel's mayor has ordered a juvenile curfew. Not really this year in response to any particular event, though we know last year there was an issue here at the Laurel Town Center on July 4th involving fights and teens with fireworks. But this particular order this time says it is really about promoting public safety. So let's take a look at the details here for you. It begins today, and this one actually runs through Labor Day, September 8th. 17 and younger is who it applies to, and the hours are from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Of course, there are exceptions for those accompanied by a parent or guardian traveling to and from school, a community or church-sponsored activity, a public entertainment event, or work. Now, Laurel's mayor says this is part of a broad effort to keep youth safe and ensure the community remains a safe and welcoming place. The order says it applies to any public place in the city of Laurel, and this follows the teen takeover trend and similar curfews in other popular teen gathering spots like National Harbor, which has a curfew from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. for unaccompanied minors, and D.C.'s juvenile curfew, which runs from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. during the week and 12:01 a.m. to 6 a.m. on weekends. The D.C. curfew and the authority for police to establish extended juvenile curfew zones was reinstated by Mayor Bowser. New juvenile curfew laws take effect July 16th. Now, here in the city of Laurel police will notify parents if there is a curfew violation on the part of their child or one of their child that they're a legal guardian for. And if it is necessary to detain that child, they will call the parent to come and immediately pick them up.
All right, Melanie, thank you for breaking all of that down. It is 6:05 on your Thursday morning. Good morning to all of you watching in Prince William Marina and that area. And man, already 76 degrees at 6:05.
Yes, and it looks like we could get at least a few showers and thunderstorms today. I want to emphasize that the best of the dynamics of the storms are going to go north of us today. So we're not going to get a lot, but that doesn't mean we couldn't get one or two gusty storms with some gusty winds. And you know, we had some severe weather last weekend, so it's at least a possibility we get some strong thunderstorms. Hot and humid, some storms developing throughout the course of the day. We're getting up with cloud cover and a warm and very sticky start out there with temperatures in the 70s this morning. 76 degrees at Reagan National this morning. Dulles is 74. Hard to believe, a couple mornings ago we had temperatures in the 40s north and west. So big warm up the last couple of days. All right, some showers knocking on the door. Most of that stuff is not touching the ground at the moment. Although if you're well out to the west, and I know we've got our viewers out there in western Maryland, out towards Cumberland and out towards Deep Creek Lake, those showers are touching the ground. You may be getting some thunderstorms as well. So the story will be as the front comes through, we'll have some showers, perhaps a few thunderstorms during the course of the day. And eventually, when we get this east of us, we should get clearer skies by tomorrow, especially by tomorrow afternoon. And the weekend still looks great. So as we get into our holiday tomorrow and the weekend, things are looking up. Scattered thunderstorms this afternoon, 92 degrees. It's going to be hot out there and humid as well with some of that storm activity. Okay, the Fox Local app. Don't forget to download it today. It's right there. Just get that QR code. We know the routine at this point. And it's absolutely free, and it's amazing. I mean, you know, start to finish. You can go through the whole thing, and when you're done with it, you're going to be like, this is amazing. As amazing as this picture. We love it. And Burke? Okay, we got Allison Morris checking in. Local soccer team enjoying World Cup games at local restaurant. Sounds like we have a lot of local going on out there in Burke.
We had a bunch of good games yesterday,
But I love the picture of everybody enjoying the games, and that's you know, it's nothing like being with your team and watching World Cup soccer. Fabulous. Oh, we got another patriotic member here of the USA team. Go USA team. That's Romeo in Temple Hills and supporting the USA. We've got a big game tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
I know.
Right, we getting nervous?
That's going to be a good one. I'm going to try to go to the watch party. That's my plan, right? We'll take a look, right? We'll take a look here in Sterling, Virginia, 28 northbound direction. Crash before Waxpool Road we're looking at as traffic getting by in the left lane only, and you're going to see a handful of delays there. It's about 41 if you're headed for just that 4-mile stretch. You can see it kind of in the distance here, and as a result, you'll see red lights in terms of your brake lights through the area leading up to that. 95 southbound Woodbridge, 14 minutes in delays because of a tractor-trailer crash after Prince William Parkway with the right lane and shoulder blocked there. We'll look here, 95 northbound, 33 minutes between Quantico and the Beltway. So if you're headed there right now for that 26 or so mile stretch, you should be, for the most part, good for the 6 o'clock hour. This is pretty typical. Mixing Bowl as well as Prince William Parkway camera show you what it looks like outside right now. Marissa, back to you.
Anime, thank you. A former Glen Haven elementary school teacher arrested after allegedly coming to the school and assaulting staff members while classes were were in progress. The school was placed on an hour lockdown until officers arrived and captured Nadine Dogbo. When police arrived, they found Dogbo outside. She attempted to evade arrest but was quickly detained. In a statement to parents, the Glen Haven principal said in part, quote, "I want to reassure our community that safety and security of our students is our top priority."
Another Lego bust in the DMV, this time in Arlington. 3 suspects due in court today for several charges, including racketeering and larceny. Police say Alvaro Adrian Vargas Serrano, Maura Vargas Serrano, and Maria Asuncion Serrano Hervas are at the center of the Lego theft and fraud operation across multiple states. They were accused of removing valuable pieces from collector Lego sets and then returning them.
The suspect returned the items that they purchased for a full refund. And then the employees, when they further looked at the items, they realized that some items were missing. These were high value collectible Lego sets.
I'm not surprised at all, honestly. I mean, prices are up, everything's up. People don't have jobs, so they will get anything they can to resell.
Police say the operation involves almost 30 separate incidents and an eBay storefront where they were selling items for more than $36,000 over the course of a year. Also comes after a separate case in Fairfax County last month involving almost $10,000 in stolen Lego merchandise. Police do believe those cases are connected.
Today, Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy and WMATA teaming up to unveil its next major project along the Blue Line corridor. Community leaders and small business owners are invited to hear about more details on what's being called the next phase of this initiative. This follows a previous push by Senator Angela Alsobrooks for a sports and entertainment destination there. That big reveal will happen at the Wayne K. Curry Building at 1 p.m. And Metro making major service updates for nearly 50 bus routes and several rail lines. Starting June 28th, Red Line trains will run at least every 4 minutes for longer periods during the weekday rush hour. The blue, orange, and silver lines will run every 9 minutes. And on the roadways, some Metro bus lines in D.C. are being added to the frequent service network. Virginia rush hour service will be expanded along Columbia Pike and Carlin Springs Road. All of those changes will begin this Sunday.
Local leaders in the hot seat after part of the area waterway tested positive for potentially dangerous chemicals. Details to come.
And the wait is almost over. The Obama Presidential Library will have a dedication today. It officially opens to the public tomorrow, but we're going to take a look at the star-studded guest list.
All right, as we head to break tomorrow, we are on a zip trip to Annapolis, specifically Eastport.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll be there with Tucker and Annie Mae starting at 7:45. Right near the Eastport Yacht Club on First Street. You do not have to enter the actual yacht club. You can come on down. Anybody is welcome to see you, to see us. We do hope to see you there right along